When my wife and I moved into the Oak Ridge Pines gated community, we thought we had found a quiet place to settle down. The homes were beautiful, the landscaping pristine, and the HOA, well, let's just say we learned very quickly that the HOA took itself way too seriously. It started off small. Notes about the length of our grass, warnings about non-neutral outdoor furniture, our navy blue chairs apparently were a menace, and of course, the ever-dreaded reminder that trash bins must not be visible for more than 10 minutes before or after pickup. We were patient. We complied. But then things escalated, fast. The violation. One afternoon, we received a letter taped to our front door. In bold red print, it read, Notice of License Compliance Review. You are in violation of HOA Regulation 14.3 regarding commercial use of residential property. If proof of proper business licensing is not submitted within 10 days, legal action will be pursued, including a report to the state licensing board. Excuse me? We don't run a business from home. My wife works remotely as a data analyst, and I work for the federal government, specifically the Office of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs, where I manage national-level federal permits and commercial licensing. I literally write policy for businesses across multiple sectors. If anyone knew what constituted a business license violation, it was me. Still, I decided to be civil. I emailed the HOA president, a man named Greg, and asked for clarification. Their evidence. Greg replied within hours. He claimed that several neighbors had reported frequent packages being delivered to our home and unknown vehicles parked out front during work hours. Apparently, this was enough to suspect we were running an unlicensed business. Their investigation concluded that I must be running some kind of logistics company and using my home as a base. The irony was almost hilarious. Those packages? Government documents securely delivered via registered courier, which I reviewed from home during authorized telework days. The unknown vehicles? Contractors from the federal inspection team doing site assessments, not even staying longer than 30 minutes. They didn't just jump to conclusions. They leaped into fiction. My response, I could have ignored them, but I decided this was a perfect opportunity for a teachable moment. I drafted a formal letter using my federal letterhead. It was addressed to the HOA board entitled Licensing Authority Misuse Warning and Compliance Clarification. I explained that I do not operate a business from my home, and no commercial activity violating zoning laws was taking place. Threatening to report us to a licensing board for a fabricated violation was not only baseless, it bordered on harassment. I, in fact, am the licensing authority for several federal permits, and I had already flagged their behavior to legal counsel for potential abuse of regulatory process. I attached sections of federal and state law, including clauses about misuse of regulatory intimidation and impersonation of legal authority by non-governmental organizations, which HOAs often forget they are. I CC'd my agency's legal department just for emphasis. The fallout. Within 2 days, Greg came to our door in person. His smile was tight and his apology robotic. We didn't realize your position, he said. It seems there was a misunderstanding. Oh, I realize, I replied. But understand this. Next time you weaponize compliance language, make sure you know who you're threatening. A week later, the HOA issued a clarification letter to all residents, stating that no homeowner is currently under compliance review and that future evaluations will follow proper legal guidelines. They even refunded our last 2 HOA dues as a courtesy. Peace, finally. Since then, we've had 0 issues. No notes, no accusations. Just polite waves from a now very quiet HOA board. And funny how people change their tune when they realize the person they're messing with signs the very paperwork that could shut them down.